All right, what's going on, guys? I was debating for a little while now whether or not I actually wanted to do my podcast, and let me see here if I wanted to continue to do it as maybe strictly audio only, and I've come to the conclusion that I'm going to give it a try. I know Mercadurka does it. Aside from PK, he does his little 1 hour or whatever he does, just talking about random stuff. So I figured I'd give it a shot, see what happens, and we'll go from there. And what did I do with my phone? Hang on a second here. I gotta find my damn phone. Oh, I just had some useless notification going off on my phone, so never mind. It was not important. Anyway, I just figured maybe I could start out my podcast just talking about random things that are on my mind as far as news and YouTube and all that stuff. So that is where we are going to begin this journey of bringing back my podcast. My mic will stay straight in front of my face. Anyway, first of all, if you guys are gamers, you know about COD 4 being remastered for Xbox One with the new COD. Now, that is one of my favorite games ever that I've played on Xbox 360. That was the first COD that I ever played on, and it is ultimately my favorite. Now, as you know, if you've played it any time recently or within the past couple of years, you know it has been hacked to shit immensely. I mean, it is really, really, really hacked. And that's the thing I don't like about it, because I got into a deranking lobby accidentally. I just joined a game. It turns out it was a deranking lobby I left, and all of a sudden I had negative XP. And now on my main account, my XP is so negative for COD 4 that the only way to fix it would be to find a hacker, because I know Activision had some tool that they used to do. You submit a request to have your stats reset, and they do it. Well, as of sometime in 2014, that has come to an end, and they don't do that no more. So I had to make a secondary account on my Xbox just to play COD 4, which really sucked, because that was one of my favorite games, and I'm wondering if they remake it or remaster it for Xbox One. If you're using the same gamer tag, would it be you starting from scratch, or would those mods take effect on my gamer tag and make it where I would have negative XP and I can't unlock anything and I can't rank up and this and that, and because it would take forever, and once I signed out, it would probably go back to negative again. I've heard some people talk about prestiging would work, but the problem with that is, you know how long that would take for me to get through the negative XP just to start ranking up, just to get prestige. I mean, I do think it is a good idea that they're doing this, and hopefully, like a friend of mine mentioned, he said that maybe they'd start paying attention to it again once they remaster it, because people would start jumping on it again, which that would be a good thing if they would start paying attention to it again, and maybe reinstate the tool to reset your stats if you accidentally got into a hacked lobby, which it really sucks that that had to happen, that people had to do that. And World at War is kind of the same way. Only worse, I believe. You get people flying around and doing 10 prestige lobbies and all this crap, and you just want to play an honest game of Call of Duty, honest game of matchmaking, and some asshole has to have a modded lobby that you randomly get joined into, and boom, your stuff is fucked, pretty much. Which in my case it was. But I think Call of Duty needs to go back to its roots. Like Modern Warfare Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, and before, with like World War II, and World War I. World at War, that was a good game. It went Modern Warfare, and then it went World at War, which was a nice change. Now you get all this stuff like Advanced Warfare. I have it. I haven't played it. I bought it, and I've only played zombies. I haven't played multiplayer for more than maybe 5 games because it's just so stupid. You wall banging and stuff you got from Gears of War, and they're trying to take COD and make it into Halo pretty much. And while I am thinking about buying another Xbox One just so I can play Halo with some of my friends again, if I play Halo and then I play COD, I want COD to be a totally different experience than Halo, which I have no interest in playing matchmaking on the newest Call of Duty. What is it? Advanced Warfare, did I say? Excuse me. Because it is just so retarded. They're changing the game too much. It seems to be like Halo or Gears of War with the wall banging, and it's just retarded. I miss the days of Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2. Those were, and World at War. Those were the 4 best Call of Duties in my opinion. I mean, Call of Duty Ghosts was okay. Black Ops was okay. Black Ops 2 was tolerable. That after that one is when it started getting really stupid and started getting too far advanced in the future and all this crap, and it's just like, what the hell? I mean, granted, the cinematics were great, cutscenes and all that stuff, especially the last one. They had Kevin Spacey, but it's just, the game is just getting too far stupid. And I used to be a really big COD fan. I couldn't wait for the next one to come out. I pre-order it, and then I take the night off if I had to work the night it came out, just so I could go pick it up. And the same thing with Halo, but this last one I didn't have an Xbox One with Halo 5. I haven't even played Halo 5 yet, which is unheard of because I'm usually right there on top of it playing the next Halo game because I am the biggest Halo fan. And if you don't know the backstory of how I actually started that, it's kind of funny. It's like a long time ago when Halo 1 and Halo 2 came out, a buddy of mine was like, oh, you need to play this game out. And I remember seeing the previews of Halo. I'm like, yeah, that game looks stupid. And I thought it was dumb, and I never wanted to play it. So finally, I agreed to go to his house one day and play it. And we're sitting there, and we're playing split screen. And once I started playing it, I'm like, you know what? This game is badass. I have to get it. So he bought an Xbox 360 when it first came out. And he gave me his regular Xbox. And we were playing Halo 2 on multiplayer. And that's where I met bunch of people that I used to play with, because I haven't been on my Xbox 360 in probably almost a year, because I've been playing PS4 with The Division and whatnot, and Grand Theft Auto 5, and I'm not as much of a gamer as I used to be. And I mean, I used to be on there every day. I mean, I would be on there before work, after work, just playing all the time. I mean, when I wasn't out doing something or working or sleeping, I would be on my Xbox just playing games. I mean, you guys know back in the day, I used to be part of a trolling group called Bastards of Betrayal. And that was when I was laid off. So I had tons of free time. And we were just making videos every single day. I was recording and editing. I'd be sitting at my computer for 4 or 5 hours editing videos from the earlier in the night that we recorded, and then uploading them, and just all the time, just constantly diving into this whole YouTube experience, and I was just crazy into it. And I mean, not as much as I have been lately. Lately, it's been really, really relaxed, and my upload schedule is pretty much non-existent. But that's mainly because of housing situation and whatnot, and I work third shift, so nighttime I kind of have no time to do it at nighttime because I'm working, and on the weekends, I haven't done it, and just gotten lazy with it, and it's just, my channel would probably be 3 times the size of it is right now if I would have just kept my upload schedule, because I used to upload on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and then Saturday would be, yeah, I was uploading 6 days a week before I moved, and now it's like I'm lucky if I upload once a week. And when I first moved, I was kind of trying to keep with the schedule, but then it just kind of tapered off, and it just didn't happen. So, I mean, I keep on saying once I move, it's going to pick up and be right where I left off and just be back to, 3-4 days a week at least. Now, the problem with that is finding a place to move. I've had no luck with doing that at all, and so my YouTube schedule has suffered because of it. I mean, I hit 500 subscribers probably, 2 months ago? Maybe 3 months ago? And if I would have stayed consistent with my upload schedule, I probably would have hit that 6 months ago, a year ago. And it just seemed like it took forever to get past 500 subscribers. And now I'm there, and it's just back to slow growing again, because my upload schedule is non-existent. But I'm looking to change that. And as far as this podcast goes, I mean, it was just like random. I used to be on a podcast called the Real Talk Podcast, but me and the host, the creator, had some disagreements as far as, it's kind of like a scheduling conflict with me, because, I work 5 nights a week, and, on the weekends, things might have happened where I'd go up north or something, or I'd go out and do something or whatnot, and it just conflicted with the schedule, and then one day I was just kicked off the podcast. Now, I haven't talked to the guy probably since. I mean, I've left comments on tweets and stuff, but he hasn't responded back to me. But I hold no grudges. I have no bad blood toward him. If you're listening to this, you know who you are. I hold no grudges. I have no ill will towards this person. It is what it is. Things didn't work out with my scheduling and whatnot, so I was replaced. I know I haven't checked and seen how his podcast is doing since then, but last I checked, it was still moving forward. And mine, it's like, I tried to start this with a couple different people, and it just never took off. And, occasionally, like, I'd just make up something, and I'd have, like, my brother or a friend of mine would do it, and it'd be the two of us just shooting things off each other and whatnot, like random topics and stuff. But I would like one day for this podcast to be something along the lines of PKA. And oddly enough, for those of you that don't know, Woody's Gamertag actually helped me come up with the name Average Insomnia for this podcast. So the name is credit to Woody's Gamertag. I told him, I was thinking about trying to do a podcast PKA style or along those lines, and, with a couple co-hosts and whatnot, and I was having trouble thinking of a name. And he told me pretty much to think of something that stands out. And I said, well, people call me Insomniac, so maybe it can be something to do with that. And he just shot a couple names off the top, off the top of his head. And Average Insomnia, Just Add Caffeine, something like that. But Average Insomnia stuck, because I actually used to have insomnia for a little while. Oddly enough, too much caffeine caused that. So, but I'm rambling, which is probably the point of this whole little podcast that I'm gonna do here. But yeah, back to Call of Duty, as I was talking about COD 4 coming back. I'm going to buy the new Call of Duty when it does come out in November, but at this point, I might just, unless it's something that is totally different than what they've been doing, if it kind of goes back a couple notches toward modern times or even before, like World War II or World War One, I think I'm gonna buy it just for the simple fact that COD 4 is coming with it. Because, as I said, that was one of my favorite games to play ever. I mean, I loved COD 4, and it would be great if they had the whole multiplayer experience and the campaign. I mean, just don't add the perks they have nowadays. Just keep everything the same. Just update the graphics. Keep the same campaign. Keep the same multiplayer maps. Same weapons. Same perks you had before. Just keep it simple. Activision, don't ruin it. And you need to reinstate your tool so some of us can actually play the older Call of Duty. Because we're getting screwed because of these idiots in these hacked lobbies, and we get reset. Now we can't fix it. And it's not our fault because you didn't take care of your game. One that people to this day still want to play respectfully without having to worry about their stuff getting reset or anything like that. It is just, you got a game out there. The multiplayer is still active. You need to keep up with it and keep regulating it and making sure things are running smoothly with it. And if you're not going to do that, just shut off the servers. That is what they did with Halo 2, what Bungie did with Halo 2. They just shut down the servers after so long, which sucked. Because I remember when that shut down, there was a couple guys that were playing, a group of like 6 guys, sitting around the living room, and they left their Xboxes on after the servers were shut off, and since they did that, they did not get disconnected at all. I mean, they were connected for almost a month before they finally just either they shut up their Xboxes or they got disconnected. They stayed on, connected to the servers, because somehow there was some glitch or something where they were still connected after they shut the servers down, and they were still playing online. Which that is where I started my whole Xbox experience, was with Halo 2, and then I got into Call of Duty 4, which excuse me, I was no good at, and the guys I was playing with just annihilated me when I went against them. But then I started picking up some traits and some skills and whatnot, and I started getting better. And once I started getting double-digit kills, keep in mind, before Call of Duty 4, I had never played Call of Duty or, Counter-Strike or anything like that. I was just strictly Halo. So that was a new experience to me. But with the new Call of Duty that's coming out, I'm probably only going to buy it just so I can have the COD 4 Remastered. Since that is such a beloved game still to this day among the COD community. I mean, everybody goes back to it eventually. And I could still play it, even though my main account was deranked massively. I could still play it on a secondary account that I made just so I could play it. I mean, yeah, granted it sucks that I got to rank up from the bottom because I was like 3rd or 4th prestige, at least. And, I had a lot of good guns and whatnot, and just gone, which really sucks, but it's just, that is going to bring in some massive views to people's channels as far as YouTube goes, recording it and whatnot. And I've even thought of starting up recording again and maybe doing my Dumbest Laws in America like that again. which wouldn't be a bad idea. I just need to get some gameplay for that. And I hate it when my monitors go to sleep, because they always want to like shut down on me. It's just like, no, I'm still using you. You cannot shut down. I'm not done with you yet. But I'm going to actually look up some stuff here real quick while I'm talking to you guys, while you're sitting here listening to me. Oh, let me see if I can find anything about the COD 4 Remastered. And see if I can find any information about it, so I don't just sound like a tool just talking out of my ass here, you know? So, let's see. Whoops, what was I doing? You stay there, you come here, and you come over here so I can see you, and yeah, that's good right there. Okay, now I'm going to try and look up some stuff here. So, let's see. This is from Activision and Infinity Ward, I guess. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered includes campaign, 10 multiplayer maps. Let's see. Let's read this article. Activision Infinity Ward's remastered version of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare will include the original copy or the original game's campaign and 10 multiplayer maps, according to an allegedly leaked advertisement for the game. Sweet. The ad, which appears for the Canadian retailer, states that Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, the next game of the franchise, will be released November 4th, 2016. Normal time frame. Standard edition of the game is priced at $79.99, roughly $60 in USD, while the Legacy Edition, which includes Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, is priced at $109.99, about $88 USD. The bigger price was Canadian money. The image, which first appeared on Reddit, doesn't specify whether multiplayer maps will be included in the Modern Warfare Remaster. The original Call of Duty 4 ultimately received 20 multiplayer maps, 4 of which were released as DLC. First details of the next Call of Duty game leaked earlier this week, when the game's title was apparently outed by a listing on the PlayStation Store. Another piece of promotional material, reportedly from Target, later revealed that Modern Warfare Remastered was also in the works. That is awesome. I can't wait. So now we got some info on that, and there's a screenshot here. It says Infinite Warfare 4.11.16. Wait, 4.11.16. Oh, it's when you can pre-order it. Never mind. Yeah, the standard edition is... This is Canadian money, keep in mind you. $79.99 and $109.99, which has Infinite Warfare plus Modern Warfare. Now, I was thinking earlier about the next Halo, and wondering if there was anything in the works. It just kind of looks like there's maps and DLCs coming out. Wait a minute. Memories of Reach. What's this? Another weekly friend. Let's see. What is this? Memories of Reach. Memories reached. The release will include updates across the game, including the addition of a new game mode in the form of Infection. A bit more on that today. New controller options, UI updates, including post-game medals and more. New armor, skins, weapons, new arena, battleground, matchmaking, preference options, forge updates, and more. Including some updates to the REQ weapon balance, which Memories of Reach won't be here just yet next week, but we'll continue to keep you updated as perfect. What is Memories of Reach? I don't know. Halo Spartan Strike. What the hell is that? They're coming out with a Halo Wars 2, or did they already come out with a Halo Wars 2? I didn't like Halo Wars. What is Halo Spartan Strike? Halo Spartan Strike, developed by 343 Industries in conjunction with Vanguard Games, is a mobile entry within the esteemed Halo universe, delving into 30 challenging missions. Oh, it's a mobile game. Nah, no. No, I don't want to open a new tab. I want to go back. I see. Now, the Master Chief Collection I do have to buy again. Spartan is solid. I really haven't played anything as far as Halo goes, so it doesn't look like there's a new Halo game coming out anytime soon. Yeah, I'm looking, I don't see anything. I guess there's no new Halo coming out after all. Oh well. Sucks, but is what it is. I just opened up Facebook real quick and I see the stupidest post of all. Homicide victims rarely talk to police. Gee, you think so? Why would a homicide victim talk to police? They're kind of dead. I mean, unless they're dying, they can't. I'm sorry, I just got distracted by a picture of yeah, I'm not gonna go into that. No. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm not going to tell you what I'm looking at, but it's a very, very, very distracting picture that somebody shared on Facebook. I'm just reading the comments here. Some of these comments are just, wow. Anyway, yeah, I was trying to look for stories on Facebook, things to talk about there, but wow, that is just stupid. Oh man, I don't even know what the hell to talk about anymore. So, since I'm kind of out of ideas, I'm gonna just have this be like a half-hour episode for right now. So, well, if anybody would like to join me next weekend, I'm going to try and do this once a week just to get a few things off my chest per se. So, yeah, it was just my little rambling episode. If you guys know Mercadurka, he does one called The Truly Terrible Podcast, and he's up to like 20 or even maybe 30 episodes already. But I'm going to try and do this once a week. Just, excuse me, just as a way to, talk about some relevant topics and whatnot, and just kind of get some stuff off my chest. So, that's what my Shooting the Shit series used to be, but until I start all my series back up again, this'll do. So, I'll make it work. And if anybody else wants to join, maybe we can turn this into a video podcast or something. If not, we can just keep it audio. That's fine by me. Have like a logo on the screen or something. But, yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. Please give this a like if any of the very few topics I did talk about you did find relevant or interesting at all. And leave it in the comment section below what if you look forward to buying the COD 4 Remastered, or if you're like me, you're just going to buy Infinite Warfare just for the COD 4 Remastered, which I plan on doing. I don't care how much I got to pay for it. I'll buy it just to play COD 4 again, hacker free, because it was one of my favorites. And yeah, let me know in the comment section below what games you guys like to play, and if anybody would be interested in next week joining me. I'm going to try and do this every Saturday night. It's pre-recorded, so timing varies. It's just whenever, for now, whenever I feel like doing it on Saturday night. We could schedule it and somebody could join in or whatnot. That'd be great. I'd love to shoot some topics off of someone, have somebody else to bounce ideas off of and whatnot. But anyways, enough rambling from me. Thanks for listening. I guess since there's really nothing to watch except for my background for this podcast, so thanks for listening to me for 33 minutes now almost. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. Please give this video a like. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. I do occasionally post content, whether it be drone footage or whatnot. The occasional vlog. Might not be the most interesting things in the world in them, but I do post something once in a while, so hopefully soon my upload schedule will pick up. Yes, I'm saying that again because I'm still working on trying to better my situation, we'll say. So I'll see you guys later. Give this video a like. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys for listening. And thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I greatly appreciate it. Share this video if you don't mind. And I will see you guys next time.